This is Hasan, the dog striker Piker. You may know him as the second biggest political streamer on Twitch. If you couldn't tell from his nickname, he likes to vibrate his dog so it stays in place for hours a day.
Please just fucking go, just stop.
This has led me to create a new type of Dark Souls 3 speedrun called Hasan%. It's kind of like a regular speedrun of Dark Souls 3, but instead of the run ending when you beat the game, the run ends when you defeat a dog enemy with a vibration spell. I'm not exactly a speedrunner by any means, so my first attempt wasn't the cleanest, but here's how it went. First things first, you gotta pick the cleric class so you have instant access to the chime in order to actually cast the spell. Then you have to do a quick character customization for lore accuracy. I loaded into the cemetery and by force of habit picked up the Ashen Estus, which was a mistake because I wasted time picking up something I didn't need. So things were off to a rough start. Luckily, I was able to make up for it by taking down Gunder fairly quickly. I shits you not, it took around 40 seconds. After that, I beelined to Firelink and up all my levels into Faith because we're gonna need 20. Sadly, I end one short, but I deal with that later. Going through the high wall went fairly smoothly for the most part, except I didn't make this jump. I'm not even sure if you can make the jump, but it feels like you should be able to. I then jumped and rolled off this building to get to Vort a little quicker, then when I got to Vort, I straight up terrorized him. That was the last boss fight of the run, so everything else from here on out is fairly straightforward. I ran past everything in the Undead Settlement, only to end up barking up the wrong tree and getting frostbite and dying to this guy. But honestly, that works out, because it gave me time to pause and reflect on how absolutely fucking tiny my character's head was. Anyway, on the run back I managed to avoid the frost guy, run through the Road of Sacrifice until I get to Farron Keep, and then you guessed it, I kept on running until I got to the old Wolf of Farron bonfire. Then I went up this elevator, rolled off the side to these platforms, and kept going until I reached the Dragon's Head. On the ground near it, I pick up the Vibration Spear. From here I use the Dark Sign to go back to Firelink, but since I don't have any more souls to level up for the final time, I pop Vort's boss soul to get my final level. I allocate the spell and find the nearest dog in need of training. It got a little sloppy here because the lock-on system kind of screwed me, and of course gravity screws me after that. But I finally managed to get this dog to stay in its place. Let's check the final time. That's not too bad for a first try. I'm positive I could do better, but I might save that for another day. I don't know how to end this video.